Day 18 has dawned, and I love looking out the window and seeing all the squid boats out on the horizon there. Good morning from somewhere at the coast near Yangyang Beach, and this is just a little fishing port that I've come across. I just had a chat to some guys fishing off the wharf, and one of them actually spoke really great English. I suspect he's been educated in the US or something like that, but he was pretty keen to have a natter, so that was all good. One thing I am noticing here is water clarity, but also they've got this thing for keeping their fish stock. Once they catch their stock, they keep their fish stock live until the moment you purchase it, and then they'll kill it and cook it for you. And so this is interesting. There's some live nets down here, and I'm just on my way right out to the very end where the lighthouse is and having a good old look around again. I was going to go up one of the cable cars up into one of the mountains, but we've got rainstorms moving along those mountain ranges, so it's probably not the nicest in a cable car. Anyway, onwards. The thing I forgot to say is that there are cameras everywhere. They are watching your every move, man. The other thing I noticed that the further north I'm going, the more military sort of installations there are. Interesting.
방파제에서 낚시 등의 행위는 안전사고 위험이 매우 높습니다.
I have no idea what she's telling me, but she's told me that twice now. Maybe it's please don't climb over the railing. I don't know. This is the famous Yangyang Beach that people in Korea just kind of wax lyrical about. It's a very long stretch of sand, and there's still this perimeter of razor wire at the edges of it. It looks like it'll probably get pretty good surf in the right conditions, but today it is as flat as. It is still mid-spring, so the temperatures are biting at the moment. There's some showers coming across shortly. I guess they call this white sand. It's sort of more of a beigey brown. There's a lot of people fishing, I will say that. Oh God, it's glary. And there's some locals with a whole rack of surfboards about 500 metres away, looking hopefully off into the horizon. I don't think they're going to get much today. Nah. Okay, time to find out what's behind the big red doors. Let's go. Quite a famous house, apparently. Oh, that's a mighty big reception area. Ooh, okay, a tortoise carrying a stele with a cap of twisted dragons. Awesome. This probably indicates the importance of the people that used to live here. This house that we're seeing today, however, is a reconstruction. Send the almighty staircase. I tell you, it's a place of splendour. The feeling that there should be someone waiting up at that desk up there to receive me and take my taxes maybe or something. Actually, no. I don't think taxes were collected here. I later learnt that this is the home of a lady called Shin Sam-dang, and she was famous as a calligrapher, a poet and a painter. She lived from 1504 through to 1551. Now her son was a boy prodigy, and he went by the name of either Yi or Yulguk, depending on who you talk to. He was an interesting young man. As a educationalist, he fought against rote learning and was in favour of contextualised or real life learning experiences. So interestingly, he was well ahead of his time. Korea is well known for its fermented foods like kimchi, and these are the kinds of jars that it used to be stored in. I got very excited seeing these. Wow, I've got to say that was the best 15,000 one I'd spent in a wee while. If you want to, you can even hire a hanbok and go wandering around the enclosure in the appropriate attire, which I still have not done because, well, I really do think it would look odd, just me all on my lonesome with a handbag and a camera and a hanbok on. Kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, this place is so worth coming and having a look if you want to have a look at architecture from like early Joseon period, and also to sort of upskill yourself on some of the historical context of Korea and meet some of the friendly locals. They love a good natter. Yeah, so this is the place, the birthplace of two quite significant beings who most Koreans know now from their currency. So, and I can show you that when I get back home. I've currently got a couple of old uncles having a really good perv. They're probably just curious as to who am I, what am I doing, and where am I from. That tends to be the most frequently asked questions. Okay, so here's the Korean money that I was going to introduce you to. So the 5,000 won has got an illustration of Yangyang on it. So he's a scholar, and it was his mum, this lady here, who lived in the house that I visited. So these are two, well, all of these people are quite significant, but when it comes to the building that I'm visiting today, these two are the main players in that story. Okay, so basically there you go. 5,000 won, 50,000 won, very important people. So after visiting Ojukheon house, I decided it was time for a coffee, and I headed down to Anmok Beach. Now I heard that that was a pretty popular place. I was not prepared for the wall-to-wall cafes though. It took ages for me to make up my mind about which cafe to visit. and an iconic spot for a couple of reasons. And first is to do with this hotel that's in front of me, and the second is to do with what's behind me, which is a burn line basically. About, or maybe even less than a month ago, this whole area was on fire, and I remember seeing it just before I left New Zealand. I watched it on, first I saw it on Chosen International, and then I saw a video of it, and it was shocking to say the least. But now that I'm here and I can actually see where the burn actually went to and how close it came to hotels and restaurants and things, it's absolutely scary. I don't know how people manage, and it had a ripping wind through it, which made it even worse, and plus it's pine, which firelighter. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Dramas may recognise this place from a business proposal where male lead catches up with female lead and doubles as her boyfriend, and then eventually becomes her actual boyfriend. So yeah, very lucky that they didn't have the fire right at their door. It got very, very close. This is all pretty devastating. This is where the fire hit and people's lives
Turn
put
right.
at risk. People are still figuring out what to do. Okay, I'm in the Sunpo wetlands, and there's no piped music at all. It's just me and nature. Perhaps just a little bit too much nature, maybe? I'm hoping that it's too cold for those guys. So that snow crab, I've never tried it before, and it requires gloves. I'll give it a go with some sushi. So after a crash course on how to break into snow crab legs, that was the end of day 18, and I can't wait to see what's in store for day 19. The weather forecast is superb.